or is it just like Ilios Route 66 or Midtown? Which one do we want to look at first?
Midtown is definitely one I'd like to look at.
Okay, Midtown it is.
Yes, I agree.
I said that at the end there.
Yeah.
Now entering Midtown. Ready for battle.
Okay.
Where is everyone?
I killed them.
There they are.
There we go.
You're late.
I was like, where is everyone? Astro
Yeah,
immediately joins.
I'm on a 7 fucking gaming win streak, dude.
Damn.
How much did you rank up?
They weren't all on support, so I don't know yet.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so what's our
So
plan?
you actually deranked.
I got 3 straight Doomfist wins though. My
Nice.
Doomfist kind of crazy.
5, 4, 3,
So what's our plan here?
1. Attack.
Plan is that we have a wall and some juicy targets.
Okay. Let's
Some
see.
juicers.
Let's get this dozen POV then. See how this juicy wall goes.
Oh, dozen POV.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't. I'd like the
Amazing.
POV. Wait, what?
Well, what the fuck?
Okay, well,
The hell going on this neighborhood?
okay. Yeah. So where do we want to wall? Because this is a little counterproductive, right? Right. So we want to wall here, right? So this is the choke that we're holding. Is that what we're planning?
Yeah.
I think our plan is like if we can get a wall early, go off it. If we can't, we're just gonna rotate and meet.
Okay. So it looks like we're not really trying to wall people off here. Because if we wall like when we control a choke, we want multiple angles in that choke, and the only angle we have is this arrow, right, on this choke, right? If we wanted to like wall here, then we can have our Mei here. Like they can't push our Mei out. She ice blocks. Like you can't force a Mei out here. So when we wall, they're getting frozen from this way, soldiered from this way, maybe back shot from this way or something, right? Because Astra's here, right? And if they, you know, don't just walk main, then if they come this way, then now this becomes where we can wall, right? Isn't this a much better wall than this spot here? Right? So, back to dozen again. Yeah, like we wall, but we don't even freeze them. But, fine. We walk this way. Okay. What do we want to do now?
I think the call was like play off a wall.
Okay.
Like we're just trying to force them out because I don't think they really do anything to us in that room. So like, I'm just waiting to see an opportunity and then we can go.
Okay, it's fine, right? If they go up top, we wall. If they go this way, we wall. Like there's, you know, whichever doorway we pick. Right. The only concern, and this is like, what are they going to do? What can they do?
Looking for picks.
Well, they're gonna look for picks, right? How are they gonna get picks to apply pressure? They're just gonna surround you, right? Like their tracer isn't gonna stay here. Their tracer is gonna be over here, making you turn around. Right, so all I'm saying is if we're waiting for a wall, we want to play in safer space. We're just out in the open. Do we have any cover? Out here?
No.
Right?
I almost had cover. I was a bit too out in the open.
Almost, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
like we can play under, especially since we got the Lucio pick, we can push and try cleaning up all of them, right? Because, you know, you can just wall in here.
Speed.
Right, yeah. That's all. So yeah, just I'm concerned about you guys getting surrounded, right? So if, you know, to minimize that, we want to play somewhere that we have cover. So easiest thing, we just walk under here. Right, again, they drop down here, we wall. If we see that they drop, you know, we have options. Yeah, like this hog is very much playing the game. And we should just be able to clean up. Nice. We're waiting for people. We're all back. Okay. So what do we want to do right now? They're not in this room where we can wall them. They're not, like, we're not holding a choke. What do you want to do now? What is the enemy team going to do? Are they all gonna stack on their hog?
They're just gonna split up and surround.
Split up and surround. So how can we minimize the impact of that?
Play point? Question mark.
Like stand here? Well, we have no cover, right? So that's
Well, then our supports could go in the room behind.
yeah, we could do that.
Not that room.
This room?
To the left, yeah.
Yeah, but then we can't really like
Gave
wall
point for
anyone,
free.
right? And it'll be a little harder. We can bunker in this room, right? Because how are they gonna surround us in here? Well, they have someone coming from this way, and then here, right? So we can wall one, shield the other, and you know the only person that can really come here is from maybe no, it's just their soldier or Lucio can or like here like you know not the hog can come from this way, right? And now if they touch the point, we can tiptoe on it. We can shoot whoever's on point. We're basically forcing them to come to us so that we can get more value out of our wall. Does that make sense? Right. And if at any point they touch the objective and we need to contest it, we can shoot them. They have no cover, right? We can shoot them. They only have this little pillar. And we can instantly just have our Rhine touch point for a little bit, shield. We can use cooldowns if we need to. Right? But right here, I just see us, we're in the open, and it's really easy for their soldier to just stand here, or stand here, and just apply a lot of pressure. That's kind of what's happening. Right. There's all these bugs that are around you. There's soldiers here, their tracers here, their hogs in front, right?
Triangle.
Yeah. They just surround and kill you guys, right? So especially when we're playing like the Reinhardt, we want spots that we can stabilize in safely. Whether that's a corner, right? And maybe they can't turn around the corner because they don't have ability, or positions that minimize their angles if they have more mobile characters. That's like the big thing.
Objective lost.
So just going back, so what do we want to do here? They're capping the point. What's our plan? Oh, press by.
Hold doors.
Hold doors? Hold doors why?
Stop the payload.
'Cause
Hey.
tiny little chokes.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that plays into our comp.
Yeah. Alright, we try to roll the hog. We beat because we get worried. That's fine. I guess we
Oh
tried
yeah, this
to.
was when
We tried to.
we were constantly trying to call it to go on the hog.
Okay. Well, we ended up. Yeah, I mean, we tried to blizzard him, but we couldn't him out. I was just watching that. That's what happens.
Against their comp, what should we be good? Like, what character should we be trying to get?
We can't.
I think kind of our only option is the hog. Like we can't really run speed on other people. So like my thinking was just go on hog. Someone's gonna jump near him, try to save him. Probably like the Kiriko or the Lucio. And I think like we just get cleave in here left and right. If we see someone low, we can try to go on them. But like for the most part, we kind of just had to go on hog because no one.
Yeah,
else
like
could
the
run
bigger
on,
thing
so.
too is thinking about the objective, right? Like here, we can contest the objective, prevent them from gaining space, and we can, you know, minimize their angles, right? It's a lot more about minimizing and like denying the enemy team from flanking, right? So like Lucio, your job is just wherever the tracer goes, you're gonna mark her. If tracer's flanking behind, you're still in your team, but your damage is towards the tracer, right? Same thing if BAP or whoever else can pressure these flankers that are going on. We're not going to kill them, but we're going to stop them from standing there, right? If we think about the fight that happened over here where the soldier was up here, Trace was here, we're going to apply pressure to them, right? Just so they have to back up and, you know, shoot. Right? And then here, we, like you said, we can hold the payload, fight here as long as we can, forcing the hog and forcing them to come to us, and then at that point we can kill the hog if we see fit. Right, so dozen right here, that's what we need to be a little bit more proactive on our walls. right? We have Maywall. Why are we so far away? Right?
I think we were just
everyone's-
calling to wait. I think we were calling to wait for doors to close.
Yeah, I was a bit afraid
Yeah.
the Sojourn would like kill me through doors.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair, right? But you know,
Wait,
she
do you
can't
have
really-
to?
They can't really
I
bump you
don't.
anymore.
I don't know how the doors map work. Do they just close after a time limit, or is it like
Once the payload
it
like
off the
The
moves-
payload gets to here automatically. The payload comes here
Okay.
Yeah.
automatically, even if no one
and
stands
then
on it.
doors?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
even
the-
if even if I push it.
So basically,
cool.
like if we're holding doors, you kind of just like don't fight until the doors close. Or it's
Yeah.
not, like,
I feel like you can play these pillars on the left and right of the archway.
Yeah, this is where we're leaning towards. Right now, if we think about how the enemy team is gonna flank us, right? They come this way, or they come this way. Right? Maybe Tracer takes some longer rotation, right? But if we see that, then we can probably just push on the hog. Yeah. So if we're waiting for doors, that's fair, right? Doors are closing. We walk back up, right? Good. We hit a wall. Alright. Where is trying? That's fine. They beat. Yeah, this is fine. Right, we're still winning in all this, right? Remember, they're not pushing cart. We're chilling. Right, again, we all don't turn on Tracer. That's only Lucio and, you know, maybe our DPS's job, or like one DPS. Right, do we have wall back? We do. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so like here we can't get distracted, right? See how we turned around for the Tracer and then this, you know, we could have isolated and split people. Yeah. Yeah, it's. I just think we're aggregating resources to the wrong thing. Right? They beat. That's fine. Continuation on Tracer. We walk back up. Right? What are we waiting for right now?
What are we waiting for? You said.
Yeah, like we're not, you know, we're just. What's preventing them from us from pressuring this hog? We have cooldowns on May. We have cooldowns on BAP.
I think we're just waiting for the wall to go. At that point.
Okay. Right. We just have to remember that the wall is part of our push, not is the push. Yeah, we hog and kill him. We all want to kill him. Yeah. Window. Yeah. Wait for Ryan. Yeah, I just want to see a clip. Like, nothing should like make us back up unless we're down players or it's an ultimate, right? If the majority of their team are walking through like these spots, then we should be able to just insta kill them or at least force them out.
So perma aggro until we're down. Either we're down one or
It's
they're using
perma
something to make
aggro
it.
in our kill boxes, right? Like they kind of just walk in for free, right? And this is where we're supposed to be really strong, right? And what does that allow? It allows them to just walk past where we should be able to punish them, and then it allows them to surround you, right? So a better team their hog wouldn't just stand here like an idiot. He'd probably just walk this way, right? Or he'd get speed
Just go
boosted
around.
past the choke and up on high ground. And now when there's a hog here, you can't like now you have nothing to do except give space, right? And that's what I'm worried about. Like a team that's faster will just walk through, and you wouldn't have shattered the hog, and you would have just run away. And now the audio doesn't want to work, so that's lovely. Okay. What do we want to do? Okay, Robo's POV. What do we want to do now?
They're
Global cam.
trying to force that tracer.
Okay.
I think we just push onto the point here, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Okay. So, one thing we cannot, like, we all don't force out Tracer, right? That's the big thing. We're never gonna like, she's never really gonna go away, right? We can, so that should never slow us down. First off, and then we want to go point. Okay. Right. So now the enemy team is So, what does going point really do for us here?
Gives them a higher angle on us.
Yeah, they have high ground and they're already set up to surround us.
Yeah. Right. So what?
We need to force them off.
Yeah. So we can force them off or make them come to you. Right.
Yeah, I think we planned on just like playing under high ground.
Yeah, right? So that way this high ground isn't important, and the only angle that they can come from is this way or this way.
Yep.
Right? And if we see someone this way, we can throw a May wall and then push forward. Right? The May wall is just to split the team. We don't have to put a wall behind the person we go on, right? If they're soldiering and something is here, we wall that off. She can't shoot, we push and walk forward. Right? Here we're pushing into, open space. We're pushing into, they're already, where they already have positions on us, and it just makes it really difficult. We have to beat just to walk forward. Right, so if we wanted to clear high ground, we'd walk up here, clear them off, and then see what we can do after. Or if we're not going to do that, just wait. The payload comes to you. Just like in first point, the people have to touch the objective. You can shoot them. If they get too close, we can wall and kill them. Same idea over here. Right? Yeah.
They pressed a Q button.
Press the Q button. It's like a Lucio. Yeah.
Enemy cam.
So, not that much on Lucio, right? But we just, again, taking it in steps. We just spent all, resources to get to here, and we still don't even have amp before our next push, right? And I'm only griping on the amp out of all the resources because we're crossing into open space to get to them, right? We probably could have used like regen burst, make cooldowns, right? Yeah. Yeah, again, I want us to lean more towards a lot of like them pushing into your space and you fucking them up. Right? So now that we're here, right, are they pushing the cart? Are they pushing the cart right now?
Nope.
So are they winning?
Nope.
Nope.
No. So how would they be able to push the cart right now?
Pushing us.
Pushing us. So if our squishies stand here, they don't get shot by high ground. Well, they have cover so they can peek if they want, and Reinhardt can stay on the point. So
I think that's exactly what we do.
right?
And,
Well, we just
you guys.
No, that was on attack.
That's not technically.
we
Yeah,
walk
you guys
forward.
did that on attack, but you guys just walked into them.
Yeah. So from this
They pushed
POV,
you.
you guys have a negative, like no cover from getting shot at. Right? So that's what you have to keep in mind. Again, look at their comp as like a bunch of bugs that are gonna surround you, right? How do we not die to all the bugs,
They're all bugs.
right?
You're giving me Deep Rock Galactic flashbacks.
Overwatch is just a tower defense game in the end.
Yeah.
Was that one of the eco fights I called? I don't remember.
Well, we beat it.
No.
We used beat
Okay.
The call was to like beat rush to point.
Yeah, and the end of second is just kind of rough for us because it's just all like mostly open space with a few cars here and there.
We get lucky because they just play on point here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they they're
We
so
definitely-
Sojourn
We
should
won
be
the
up here.
scrappy fight here.
Tracer should
We
be
definitely had the
flanking.
ult advantage in this.
Yeah, they.
Oh.
We have Mail, right? What are we
We
looking
have
to do
May
right
first, but they have beat.
Yeah,
and
well,
so
I think as I use May before they get beat.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they
you-
can't-
you
they have
used
nothing
it
to
before
happen.
they could get it.
Close enough to actually stop it, so we were just able to push with it.
Yeah, you
We
guys
need
killed the
to-
Lucio really early, which is good.
Pat, please, I'm begging you to just call for help sometimes. You're so quiet.
My
And then all
only
of a
call for
sudden-
help is to either scream at the top of my lungs.
Do it.
Oh, that's it.
Just start screaming help.
Do it.
There was like 3 times this match where I had to like figure out myself that you were about to die. And I then need to turn TP to you. Like here, if you just like you almost lose this because I don't realize fast enough that you're like getting shot. Oh, maybe not this time. But like
But it happened like so many times.
Yeah.
yeah, just like for fuck's sake, like if you're gonna play on an off angle, just be ready for peel, because that's like Kiriko's thing. Like I can peel for you instantly as long as
Yeah.
you say it.
So one
I'm
thing.
not used to
Just,
that
like,
in
let me
ranked.
help you.
So if we're gonna.
Fine.
This is scrims and matches.
So one thing too, if we're gonna rush down a character on this comp, we need as many resources put into that push as we can, right? So, simple ones, we need amp, we need wall, and we need soldier and slow, right? Those are and shield if you were taking damage, right? Those are the things we need to push. And how many of those did we have when we mailed? Because what are they gonna do? They're gonna speed away from the mail. If that doesn't fuck you over, they're gonna Kiriko cleanse it, right? So let's see what of those two things they did. Yeah, their Lucio didn't speed away fast enough, right? And did their Kiriko do it? The cleanse the hog?
Yeah, she did.
Okay, so it did one of the two things. Let's see.
Oh.
No, well, yeah.
Yeah, she
She
got
did.
the cleanse hella late.
Right, so how can
They
we
tried both of them.
how can we make it harder for them to get value out of those cooldowns? If we amp speed in, we amp speed when our Ryan is already on the hog. Like they're already here, right? Again, gives it more time for the enemy team to kite. They're always gonna run away from you. Secondly, we don't wall. Again, our plan is like to rush something down, and the mail is like the key thing in that. But we still throw everything else in, right? Right? If we may wall, it cuts them off from speeding, and even though they get the cleanse, it still slows them down from running away. Right? We don't wall. We wall like after he's out of our mail, right? We need to lock him down into our mail. And then even some more like minute things, like we can boop him back in. I think the only cooldown we used was Soldier and E. Right? And again, we could have thrown that a little sooner, but it does help. Yeah. Because again, as we're crossing all this open space, that entire time, before we're able to kill something or force them away, is time for them to just kill us. Because that's exactly what they want. They want you guys in open space. Their Sojourn is free firing. Their Tracer's free firing. Against a better team, your BAP or Sojourn would have insta died, right? Before the hog got killed. Right. So same thing here. Right. We can hold high ground a little bit. What do we want to do? We're holding high ground, maybe getting some poke off, then what? Where can the enemy team go? Look at it from this view. Where can
Under.
They can go under? Okay. Is this bad for
Left
you?
side.
They can go up, yeah, high ground. Up to high ground.
They can go left, okay. What else can they do?
The stairs on
onto
the right side.
Rafters.
Okay.
No, they can go rafters and just jump over to you.
Yeah, they could do that too, right? Are we scared of them going left?
Not really.
No.
No,
We have a
we
mace.
fuck them up, right? Are we scared of them going under?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to react to that, right? We're scared of them coming to this right side?
It's brawl.
Yeah, it's not that scary, right? So whichever way they go, it's just I want to see us react to it, right? Yeah. Small thing here, Robo. We don't really need to shield that much, right? Because right now you have no shield, and their hog should be speeding in, or could be speeding in. It's like a plus that they waited. They swapped off Tracer, right? They're on Reaper now, but what if they were on Tracer pushing cart? What would we do then?
Drop and contest.
We can drop our contest, yeah. Right? Is that
I'd rather just have like Lucio go fighter.
yeah, we can send that. That's fine too. right? It's just, again, how we're dealing with that. Those the thoughts that we're thinking before this fight. Which way are they going? We need to react, and they clearly have someone that's mobility that's going to pressure the objective, which is something we, if maybe the cart was over here, we can just fight under as well, right? It's fine. Let's see what we end up doing. So this is two things. This is pretty bad for the enemy team. They're stacked as 5 players. If they're going up these stairs, what do we want to do?
Rush them.
Wall and kill them.
So why aren't we doing that?
Whoa.
So why aren't we doing that? They're here. You put a wall right here, they can't walk anywhere. And now they're gone. Because we soldier they ran away. Right? So again, this is what the first thing I said, like reacting to them rotating. They rotate, we say, we want to walk on them, and then we don't do that.
I think we knew they weren't gonna push us up there. Because I called, like, if they go there, we meet. If they don't, and they speed under, we drop.
But this is the same thing I was saying here. The enemy team is in space that you guys are, like, free to punish them, and you didn't do that. Right? Same thing here. This hog didn't have to walk into you. He got here, didn't get punished, he can rotate. Right? The enemy team walked into space, their Lucio and Soldrin should insta-die. At the very minimum, they should be dead. Right? Maybe the hog takes a little longer. Right? But what do they do instead? They get here, realize they don't want to, it's a mistake, and then they rotate somewhere else.
We shouldn't capitalize fast enough.
Yeah. So this is better, right? We know that they're going under, we see them, we drop, window. We don't Maywall. Yeah. Again, this is what I was saying, Maywall is not the engage, it is part of the engage. We are fighting, and it's just part of the cooldowns that we use on the fight. But this is good. We drop and they're just point blank of us and we kill them.
Sort of.
Sort of. Yeah, we killed the hog.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we shattered. That's fine. Clean up. Yeah. Big thing is setting up where they're going and then the fight here. Like they go this way, and we don't really hit them. And then we gotta get these walls down. It's like the third fight. And I'm only I'm calling you out on that 'cause like it's very easy to see. Like you could see a giant wall not happen. Good boop.
That volleyball.
Yeah.
Dude definitely practiced in the Lucio, what is it, soccer?
Yeah.
Lucio
Lucio
ball?
ball.
Yeah, he practiced that Lucio ball.
He's a Lucio baller.
He's a Lucio
Yeah.
ball, top 500.
Okay.
So what do you think of my positioning as a surgeon there? Do you think I should have been more or less
T-plus.
aggressive?
I think you were fine. I mean, let me see. Let me go back. Yeah, I think it's fine. Like, let me see when we dropped. I didn't see any big problems. We run away. We don't. We're just using the windows and we're shooting them. Yeah. This is fine. Yeah, we get pressured. We slide to our team. Yeah. Yeah, I think the only thing. Yeah. One thing I say is just continue to kite away. Like we just killed the hog, right? Like we took the risk, we got the value, right? And then just kiting like further back to safety. Or like that's safe option. If not, we can kite over here, and now we'll have a good off angle as they push our team, right? Slide this way. But it's fine. You live, right? Again, another cooldown just as important as Maywall is Soldier and E. And did we use it? Or did we not have it because we used it to... Yeah, no, we used it there, so that's fine.
Briefly.
Yeah, we didn't have it. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. You're fine, you mean... In your team, yeah. And the only thing is, like, as they push and you want to kite back, either we're using our slide to get, to our team, somewhere we can get supported, or we can slide mid-fight to an off angle, like over here. But it looks like we're chilling in our team, getting the Lucio heals, the back heals, that's fine. Safe, Very
The
safe
defense
option.
we did pretty okay as defense on this map.
Yeah. held to the end of second. So what do you want to do on attack? Because it's a lot harder on attack.
Oh, I think we called this that way. We're just gonna sit in the firehouse and just live there, basically rent free.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we also called to wall off.
The thing is, I walled her
Yeah.
off, and then we're like, we'll go after it, and then that backfired really badly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing we gotta remember is, so if we go in, like, we have to make plays. On defense, we don't. Like, the things that we can sit here, they push into our space, we fuck them up. Right? We sit on high ground. They have to push into our space, here, we fuck them up. They have to push into our space, we fuck them up. When we flipped, right? We had cart. They have to push us off cart, and then we fuck them up, right? Here, they pushed into us, right? We killed them. On attack, we have to, if we can't do that. Like, if we walk on point, we just get shot at and die. Right? Because they're literally surrounding us. Again, they're like bugs. Right? So we have to make rotations. So it's like a two-step process. We make a rotation to somewhere, right? And then we stabilize because we probably took damage getting there. And then the next step is, taking another rotation or engage onto whoever we want to go on. Right? They don't have Lucio, so they can't outrun us. Right? So let's say there's people up top here. We chill here. Speed out, walk onto them, right? Sit on this corner. Maybe they, I'm too close. And then they back up over here, right? And then maybe their Orisa backs up the point or something. Now, who's the closest person that we can kill? Okay, maybe we want to run on this Zen that kited this way. So we chill, don't die, take, heal. We wall off the damage, and then we speed onto the Zen. If this is one example, right? It's a lot of steps that we want to take. And eventually we'll catch someone out, right? Yeah. Like, we go up here, that's good, but the enemy team should never get close to us. The Orisa doesn't even need to stand on point, right?
Yeah.
Their
And
Hanzo.
we're down BAP too.
Are we down BAP? Yeah, we're down BAP too. That's rough. But like, their Hanzo can sit here. Their Soljin can sit here. Their Zen can sit up here. Their Zen can sit here, right? And like, the only person that we can run on if we wait and just let them set up is their Orisa from up here. Right? And that's, difficult to kill. And like, this Hanzo should never be there.
He
Right.
fed so hard.
Yeah. Yeah. We still don't have our BAP, so that's a little rough.
Their Sojourn just killed everything from up there.
Yeah.
She just sat there and won.
Oh, we should just win right now.
Yeah. Their Sojourn killed
That's
things.
wild.
Damn. That was close. Yeah. But again, there are gonna be people just uncontested. Alright.
Let's hold them on. What was that?
Fine. Reset. So unless there are people here, we're probably not going to go here. Right? We need to see where they are. Right? So let's see who we see. Let's see our POVs. What information do we have? Okay. We're all here. We walk out. We peek the corner. So what do we see right now? We see 4 people, right? So what do we want to do with this information?
Think where to go.
Yeah. So where do we want to go based on this information?
This information, the Orisa is basically going to live forever since we're assuming she has every single CD. The Baptiste has to go somewhere. The Zenyatta is going to sit in the firehouse, so if we get in there, he's probably not going to get out alive.
Right? Yeah, and we
The
can
Sojourn,
we can get there, right?
Yeah.
We can get to Firehouse. We did it 2 times already, right? So that's what we go on. We see that someone's here that we can easily kill, right? It might be the BAP, it might be a DPS, right? In this case, it's a Zen. So we want to make this rotation to this Firehouse, right? And catch off this Zen. Right? And he died. Here we go. Right? And let's see top down. Right? So how are we gonna use our Maywall here, Dozen?
I think I use it to. I don't remember.
Okay.
I think a better question is how would you want to use it, not instead of how you did
Yeah.
it mid-play.
So we have the same information. We see this. There's immediately two things we can wall.
I mean, I might want to wall off like the Sojourn or the Orisa, probably.
Yeah, those are two things, right? This is an angle, right? We are, if we do this, we're still splitting the Sojourn from her team. So it's a 4v5, right? We don't see the Hanzo here, that's fine, right? And we can wall off the Orisa, so maybe, right, she becomes more of a target. Ideally, we should just wall off the Sojourn. Instantly wall off the Sojourn, so as we can push in, right?
I think I do. I think I do.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
The more important thing is to know what you should be doing instead of actually doing it.
Yeah.
Because you could just do it better next time.
Yeah, we don't always just want to wall behind something that we can kill. And again, let's see. Right? And this also reflects to our slow, right? If we put a slow here, throw it in this, like hit the window frame with it, she's probably not going to want to stand there the entire time, right? You put pressure on them, right? So it's just Maywall and Sojourner are just as important, right? And then Bab's just trying his best to loop in.
He's just living his best BAP life.
Yeah. Alright, we killed Zen. We beat. Right. Where's Mr. Lucio, man? Okay. Okay. It's good. Yeah. We're just kind of all doing different things. Like, I go to someone else's POV and everyone's doing a different thing. We're trying to fight the Orisa. Ryan's trying to chase his Zen. Lucio's fighting their BAP. Right?
That was this fight in a nutshell. It's just everyone doing four different
That was
things.
the point. Yeah.
Right? This is fine. We got, you know. Yeah.
Confusion.
We just need to stick to something. Right? After we kill the Zen, who's the next easiest person to kill?
Up here,
Hanzo.
probably.
Yeah, well, it's
Hanzo's
whoever.
all the way over there.
Oh, I wasn't looking at where they were. Sorry.
Well, he does go inside the building, right?
Who
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah. So it'd probably just be the Orisa, right? We can go on Orisa if we want, right? Especially since we just get beat, right? We all have
They
beat.
don't have lamb.
Look at this one Orisa. Right? Or we can use the beat to go on DPS, right? It's just we're all doing different things, right? Their comp, they're chilling. They all shoot. It doesn't matter, right? They just want to live and shoot you guys. Yeah. See you next fight.
Lost with the healing.
So the heal orb, it was too late.
So I actually like this a lot, right? This is good. We go right. We maybe there's someone on high ground. We try to kill them. There's not. And then let's put like this POV. We immediately go point. Our soldier and ults from high ground. This is good. They respond with trance. We wall off Hanzo. Right, that's fine. Right, but we have to look at it this way, right? We take high ground. We pop. What are we thinking right now? They just pop trance. What should be on our mind? Can we kill
Probably
them?
just like, no.
No, we can't.
Well,
kill
I'm
them.
thinking about that wall to the right. It's kind of juicy.
Yeah. Right.
I mean,
If we stand here and the enemy team is here, where are they gonna go? If they walk left, well, we can still see him and shoot him, right? If they go, kite back over here, well, that's still really close for us to speed onto, right? This is what I was saying with the steps. We took one step. They're not here. They're here. Okay, that's fine. They respond with trance, right? Okay, well, we can't push anymore. That's stopping us from pushing, right? It could be just as much as we took a lot of damage making this rotation, so we need to stabilize, right? We don't have health. In this case, they're popping an ultimate, so we chill, right? But what do we see? We see the entire team, like, exposed, able to get shot at, right? And we're taking all this risk and, you know, for no, like, losing health, losing resources. We can't even get anything off that. So by the time we actually want to push, right? And the Trance is just about to expose, our Rhine is half HP and half shield, right? That's just one example of it, right? And now when we're trying to push, our Rhine just has no resources to push, and Lamp gets immediately forced out. We hit a good blizzard.
Those big freeze.
Yeah. But again, we're trying to bite off too much we can chew, and if we didn't ult, we're just in a lost fight. Ult was good, right? I don't want to get that wrong, but just unnecessary risk. Right, it's the same example where we went here, we killed the Zen. That's good, right? We could stabilize if we needed to, you know, assuming we didn't lose our BAP instantly, right? Then we could we use a V's beat to engage, just like we use Blizzard to continue our push, right? And that's what our ultimates allow us to do. So what do we want to do now? We have to push into them. So how are we gonna do that?
We just had Robo sit on cart alone, and he had his shield fighting for dear life.
I think go right side is the play inside.
Okay. Can you? I'm just gonna double check. Where does this? This does not lead that way, right?
No,
Yes, no, this way. Okay. And then this doesn't. Okay. So you can't. I was making sure you can't get to here from here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you can. You just go around the back and into that hall.
Yeah. Right. So, yeah, this is fine. We're making them come to us. Realistically, they don't have to do anything. They just shoot you. They should never really drop.
Yeah.
They just keep shooting. All they do is send one DPS here. Their soldier should be taking this angle and not sit up here. They're all taking one angle.
They're all like a 2-foot space.
That's like a 3P shooter right there.
Yeah,
Dude, it's a 4P shooter right there.
imagine a soldier that's here, a Zen that's like over here, right? And then the Hanzo and Bao can just stay main or whatever, right? It'll be a lot harder. But yeah, we can push cart, make something come to us, and live as long as you can, right? It's good that we're not shielding,
They're
Right.
smart cookies.
right?
He walled off the piglets.
Good, we walled off an angle, and we decided to run on the Orisa. That's fine. Alright. Yeah. So, again, taking it in steps, right? I'll look at Reinhardt's POV for this, right? We're pushing cart, right? What did the enemy team just do? What was different from 5 seconds ago?
Orisa's here.
Orisa's here, right? So we can make that decision if we want to run on Orisa, right?
And they took another angle, right? Didn't
Yeah,
the soldier?
and the
Yeah, she's on
soldier-
high ground there.
Soldier's in a more annoying angle, yeah. Right? So we wall, right? Just make wall it off. We commit to Orisa. Yeah. So right now, right after the ult ends, right? Orisa goes on. We decide to fight the Orisa, right? We live, and now what? Right? What did we just spend right now? We spent resources to survive their ultimate, right? Do we have to keep pushing this?
No.
No, we don't have to, right? Again, we can invest beat, we can invest window, and keep fighting, yeah, right? Or we can give time to stabilize, kite back, minimize the angles they have on us, force this soldier out because she's shooting into at least, you know, your own sojourn, Lucio, Mei, Bap, at least 4 people that can pressure her out, right? You know, hopefully she doesn't one tap us, right? It's a lot harder for her to do that. Force her out, and then we can repush. Right now that the Orisa's on low ground, we can spend more resources killing her now that they don't have ult, right? Yeah. We commit beat to keep pushing, yeah, and window. Yes, again, thinking we want to think about brawl in steps. It's never one and done, right?
What do you mean? It's perma double key. That's how you play it.
No.
That's the
If you
that's the
press
like
S, you're doing it wrong.
That's
if you
bronze.
if you look at like the like galactic brain bit, like you know how it gets like the level of like
Yeah.
thing like W key it together, yeah, that's like the start, right? We want to know when to press S, right? Is a big thing,
Pressing S is for wimps.
right? But again,
Real men
I also-
press W.
I also like this option too, right?
I love that option.
Right? Because again, we're trying to make them come to us, right? Which again, first point is very difficult because this is just no cover. You just kind of die, and then you have to spend so much resources. It's a little better here because if we can get the cart under, then it's really good. But it's getting that, you know, cart to under where we really can shine, or we can clear the angles and run on them, right? If the enemy team goes here, what do you think they're gonna do? If there's a Reinhardt standing right here, and you know the enemy team sees you come up here, what are they gonna do?
Run away.
They're gonna run away. They're not gonna stand here, right? That's the bottom line. Where are they gonna run away to?
Probably cart.
Cart? Oh wow! Can't we just drop cart right after they run away to the cart?
Yes.
Right? Now they're standing here. We drop down. Now we have high ground on them. Deposit our BAP, deposit our Sojourn, drop on the whole enemy team. Because again, we have speed. They don't. We can out-rotate them every single time. Right? So we probably don't even need amp speed to cross, walk up, amp speed out, run on people as they're rotating, which when any comp, when they're rotating, is their most vulnerable. Right? To be engaged on. Again, maybe they kite this way. Now let's say they fall back over here. What does that allow you to do? Allows you to just push cart.
Get free pillowed.
You push cart all the way to here for free. You send your whoever. You could have your Ryan drop. You could have Lucio go, right? You just push the entire cart for free. Right? Yeah. So we decide to rush down the Zen going this way. It's just easier for them to pick us off, right?
Yeah, more open space.
More open space that we have to cross, right? More resources that we have to spend crossing that open space, right?
Why is there Hanzo there?
He wanted another angle.
He wanted to.
He's
to
on the
sneak
ultimate
Dragon.
off angle, dude.
Yeah. He probably should have just been up here.
He's
Yeah.
playing Tracer actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Yo, Sombra looking funky.
But
Yeah,
but
yeah.
this is also good, right? We saw how
Weird
if when they're split, right? We played faster. Like this Hanzo just like he can't shoot anything. He still can't shoot anything. Now he's able to shoot anything, and you already killed Zen by the time he's able to actually do anything other than ult, right? So that's good. And if you see people split off, it's really they have to react to you. Yeah. So yeah, now we're running on Orisa this way, right? Again,
Lots of pixels.
this is is it my quality bad?
No,
It's
no,
all
it's
right.
just there was so much shit on the screen
Oh.
from abilities.
Is that right?
It's like there are so many pixels.
Oh, sorry.
That's what happens when you put Sojourn in the game.
One second, I'm getting spammed. Okay, I'm gonna restart the stream. But I think this will
Astro, are
be
you still there?
better.
Agent Astro.
I think Astro's dead.
Okay.
He died.
Someone just gifted me Nitro, so I have higher quality stream.
Nice.
Yo.
After this,
Just
you wanna
now?
just do a pure
Yeah,
ignore
just now.
practice comp?
Literally just.
What the heck?
Okay, so I guess you guys are the first to benefit from that. But yeah, we just cleared them off high ground. We can now push cart. So this is like a significant moment in the fight, right? Just like over here, we just picked off the Zen. Now what are we gonna do, right? Or we just completed this rotation. They popped an ultimate. This is a significant moment. What are we gonna do, right? We took high ground. We know just from the fight before that once we clear them off high ground, they run away over here. We can push cart for free. Cool, right? Now we're just like stabilizing, not dying, cleaning up, right? Is there like, you know, getting our resources back? We can kill this Hanzo behind us, kill the Sojourn, right? As, you know, 4 against 1, 4 against 2, right? Hold this high ground and then just push cart all the way. I think that's what we do. Yeah. Kill Hanzo. Yeah. So we have some, yeah.
You die.
And again, it's all of us being on the same page, right? Because again,
A different
there's a world
goddamn book.
where we force them off high ground and we want to keep pushing, which is fine, right? But it's just what we want to do collectively. We probably just have one person on cart and someone else holding this high ground, right? Because if they take it for free, right, it's harder to. We're gonna have the same situation that we went before, where we walked onto cart. There was people here and there were people above us when we were on defense, right? We're gonna have that same situation come out over here. We want to try and avoid that. And that's kind of exactly what happened with this guy. Yeah, their soldier just takes it for free. Right. Back to the couple players. What do we want to do? What are we thinking? We're pushing cart. Now what?
Hey, bro.
Hi.
That is a rare occurrence.
So.
Gabe. Don't worry.
What?
What?
Okay.
Huh?
So what are we thinking, guys? What do we want to do?
Just
Probably
go in
look for
mallet.
shatter and
Look for
our
a while.
sojourn
Look
ult.
for shatter.
Okay.
They don't have support ults, so
Nice. Okay. Good. Alright. The only reason I'm saying that now is because right now is. Let's see, Arissa's in our face.
You say Robo going, I want to go for the flank shatter.
Right?
dude,
The only reason
I wanted him to.
I wanted him to
so
as well,
bad.
but I was like, he already got back to point by the time I was like, you should go do it.
Yeah.
But right now, like, we are actively taking damage. We are actively having to spend resources to stay here. We can see that by your shield taking damage, right? So again, like, if we wanted to shatter, like, we would be amp speeding shatter as soon as this Orisa comes up to go past her, right? Because it's no longer, we're just pushing card for free. There's people here, they're matching us, right? Yeah, this is good. What is our Lucio man doing? That's what I'm saying. Speed, it's good. Yeah.
What annoys me is we lose this fight.
Yep. Their sojourn just lived up there and he killed like three or four people.
So. Yeah. I think we all got pulled in. Did we all get pulled in? I don't really see it from this.
Yeah, well, the people who went to contest the sojourn just got pulled by the Rissa.
I ran to go kill that Zen. I was like, he's dying.
Yeah, that's good
Nice.
because he had trance. But,
Yeah.
and he got pulled off. And Pat got pulled off.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically the rest from here is just like stall until death.
Yeah. That was a close fight, right? Again, if we do it faster, it gives less time for the other DPS to surround us and get value. Same thing with this Hanzo, right? We went here, instantly sped up, and killed someone, right? This Hanzo didn't get to do anything. So if we did it sooner, it gives us, they don't get value here. Also, we shouldn't give this up, right? We fought for this. We don't benefit from this as much, right? Especially if everyone's below, but we deny it from the enemy team, right? So we could have sent, like, Mei on cart, right? And everyone else is on high ground, right? And as we're still, we're not taking damage, we just heal. So now, the moment we want to speed past and shatter, everyone's in front of us, right?
Yep.
So then the soldier would never be a problem. I think she picked off 2 people, right? And then the only thing that would, fuck us up is that result. Right. Yeah. Again, big things to take away from this map, taking it in steps, right? And especially on defense, especially if you're going to play Rhino a lot, there are going to be everyone's going to have mobility, is what you go against. Tracer's really strong, so you're going to see Tracer like every game, right? So looking at when you're holding space, we really want to punish the people we can, right? They're here, we need to punish them. Up here, we want to hit them, right? and then looking for spots that we can put them in, especially on defense, right? If we're pushing out onto cart, okay, we clear them off cart, and then now what? Right? We don't have to push. They have to push into us, right? Same thing down here. And then we did a really good job. Like they have to drop, we drop on them. That was good. Yeah. And then, oh my god, I don't remember first point defense. What happened here? Oh, we just got surrounded. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Like, we're not in a safe position. We can be in here. They need to push in, right? They're gonna push on the point. We hit them, right? We minimize angles, or we're playing further up to play these chokes and hold these positions, right? They walk into here, they get fucked up. And we didn't really do either on this point, right? So it's just really easy for them to surround us. Yeah. And then,
Gabe.
Yeah.
What if you find yourself in a situation mid-fight like that, where you're not holding a choke, I don't know, some like ults happens, something happens, you're pushed off of the choke, and you're just like sitting kind of in the middle of the open as brawl. What do you do?
Well, then we know we want to, we should have, like, it's like, it comes down to mainly Reinhardt. Like, we're holding one corner, and we get pushback, we know what the next spot we're holding, right? The next corner we're falling back to, right? So let's say we go for a Mayball here, doesn't work, they push out, then we bunker in this room, right? And that's what I was going at with on attack, where we have to take it in steps. We wanted to hold, maybe we wanted to hold further up, we can't do that. Okay, what are we doing next? Right, and that's someone that has to call that, right? I don't really care who, right? And it depends what, right? If we have ultimates, like, no matter what ult we have, they're always gonna allow us to just press W, right? We saw on the fight over here, we didn't have many resources. Ryan was critical, got lamp, had no shield, but we may ulted him. It allowed the team to just keep pushing forward, right? And so if we have ultimates, we can always lean towards that, right? So we don't have to have this break. Like we didn't hold first point, like the first area with our Maywolves. Okay, we fine, but we want to push in, we use an ult, right? And it'll just allow us to do that. Yeah. There you go, Pyro. Any other questions?
Thank you.
And again, one more thing on defense. Again, they can only come from like probably 2 or 3, maybe 4 ways, right? When you're holding, so just reacting and being ready, right? They go this way. What are we doing, right? We said that, and then we didn't do it here, right? And then the whole thing I explained from the start of attack, right? We have to push. We're gonna always be able to out rotate them, especially if they're not playing Lucio, and we're looking to go on characters, right? And we can keep chasing and taking steps. The enemy team is going to consistently counter rotate, right? Like their soldier is going to go around, right? So, we go somewhere, force them to rotate, chill, or keep pushing. Like I said on first point, and then like the example over here, we go right side. They're not going to stay here and meet you, right? You just fuck them up because you're Reinhardt. If they back up, then we can catch them mid rotation, or we can chill here and push cart. Yeah. Any other questions or anything?
I think we should probably move on to another one of the maps, because playing with Robo feels a lot different than it does with playing with Eminem.
Which map do you want to look at next?
What are the 2 options?
We have Ilios or Route 66?
First one. I mean, I think.
Yeah, I feel Route 66.
Really?
I'm feeling that. Yeah, why
Okay,
not?
because I feel like that one, I think we had like a handle. I mean, obviously, Gabe has lots of knowledge that we don't have. But I feel like Ilios we have a lot more problems with than Route 66.
Anyone else? How do you feel about that, Dozen? Kind of quiet?
I don't have a preference. And Ilias at some point we just kind of started playing Pharah. I mean, so I guess we can say that. I don't know. Route 66 is mostly like, Sig?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was playing
we ran
basically
the
Sig with
owl
like double.
on attack.
Okay. We can look. I can go over both of them pretty briefly though. We see. Right.
I don't know which would be better to go over.
Okay. So what do we want to do with this comp on defense? This comp.
Get the distance, force them to come to us, and kill them before they reach us.
Okay. So
Extra
how do we kill them? What do we need in order to kill them and apply pressure?
Discord.
Angles.
Angles, right? We should not be stacked. I don't want to see the Midtown on second point defense where they were both their DPS and both their supports were just hugging each other, right? I never want to see that on this comp, right?
No group hugs.
Right? We need someone over here. At least maybe at the start of the fight, shoot them a little bit. But once they walk out, we need someone here. We need a tracer flanking or something, right? That could be Zen. That could be or either the DPS, right? And maybe mid-fight, your Soldrin slides over here and applies pressure as they're going here. That's fine, right? Whenever we are committing to the fight, we need angles and we need to apply pressure, right? So let's see. At one point, are we not all tucking each other? Yeah. Right? Because the problem is they all have mobility. They're all gonna jump on this high ground and probably dive and kill your Ash or your Zone. Right?
Yep.
When the Doomfist slams, who is not going to be under any pressure when he does that? No one.
No one.
No one.
At this point.
That's a problem. Right? No, your entire team should never get pressured by one tank, right? On this comp, right? It could be as simple as Zen playing further back. This is when the Doomfist is standing here, you guys have an angle this way, and then a couple players fighting him, right? Someone over here, he's not getting pressured, but this person, whoever's here, is not getting pressured by the Doomfist and not getting pressured by the dive. They might take a 1v1, maybe, by the Tracer, but that's like the worst if they're trying to dive this high ground, right? That's the key thing.
Tracer can't help kill shit if she's over 1v1.
Yeah, exactly, right? If we're splitting their attention, it's much easier to survive the dive. They're on Monkey. That doesn't really change anything. Right? But again, we're all just touching each other. Imagine if we had someone here applying pressure. It could be Soldrin. Maybe not now at this point in the fight, but earlier in the fight, once they start falling to low ground, right? Like right now, as the monkey jumps up, I'll put it into normal speed. Right? We're pressuring the monkey, the monkey's dead.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
I play here a lot. I have defaulted here quite a bit, and every time I default here, it just feels like I'm not able to do anything. Like they just
yeah.
ignore me. They just
That's
don't pay
why-
attention.
That's why.
And then I
Gabe's
deal like
saying-
2 damage because I'm just shooting a barrier.
That's why Gabe's
Well-
saying do that mid-fight rather than default.
Yeah, and that
No,
could be
that's happened. The fight begins, ends, and then a new fight begins all while I'm there, and all
I
I've
think
shot is barrier.
I think new Sojourn doesn't have the range to get value from
Well,
there anymore.
this is less than 40 meters right here. Or it's very simple.
It's
Right? You
like
drop
12
down and you're
meters.
here. Right? Mid fight. You're applying pressure. You don't use cooldowns, and just for more individual stuff, Zen should be orbing the person that's playing split, whether it's a Hanzo, whether it's a Tracer, whatever DPS is on the most aggressive angle, that's who gets the Zen orb, and Bap just pockets the tank, right?
I guess the question I was asking is just playing further back, like how you said, have a Zen just play bot, kind of like on the bridge.
Yeah,
Is that just like is that an effective angle as like a Sojourn
It's-
when they die?
it's good for when they dive, but not good for before they dive, right? Because ideally, once they dive, we're probably gonna we're gonna be in like trading, right? We want to pressure them so they're never able to dive. Period. That in an ideal world, right? We're always like the monkey peeks, he gets Discord, he gets shot from 14 different directions. So by the time he jumps, he's half HP. Maybe doesn't have bubble, and the rest of the team is getting pressured out, so only 2 people follow him, right? And if we are concerned over like, effective ranges, then you can play a different character or have someone else here instead, right? Maybe the Ash will start here, right? As it peaks this corner, they start turning this corner, and now Ash is here, right? Ash's effective range is all the way up to like here, right? Before you start really having like fall off damage. So this will be fine, right? If that's a concern. But the biggest thing is we're just all like hugging each other, right? And we're getting picks, right, doing this. But against a better team like that, Lucio wouldn't die. They wouldn't have died as they trailed out, right? And then the second thing is we need to rotate, right? So again, thinking if the enemy team is a Reinhardt comp and they're under us, right? Well, we probably want to spread out a little bit, right? We make it harder. We want distance between us and the enemy team when they have full resources, right? If they don't have resources, and they're even if they're on a Rhine comp, then we could walk into them, right? They don't have shield, they don't have lamp, they don't have wall, right? We know they're low, and we can walk into them even on this comp. It's kind of what we do. We drop and clean up.
Well, that rock was sick.
It was a good rock.
I remember doing that rock.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good
And then
one.
a lot of our ultimates are just
Yeah,
to
bro.
help us live, right? Especially against like a dive comp. So they jump in, our bat, either like if on the engage, our bat plays further back, windows insta kills their tank. Or on this off angle, we window our DPS that's on this off angle. If it's an Ashe, we could window our Ashe. She fucks them up as they jump in. Or like, you know, our trance, you know, they very simple, right? They jump in trance. Bob, we can use Bob. Let's say they're under, right? We knew that they spent a bunch of resources. We can Bob to take the fight to them. We have an angle here. We have someone here. We have our Sigma drop this way, and our Soldier drop this way. We kind of surround them and push them in, right? Or the monkey, the tank jumps in. We Bob the tank directly, or we Bob an angle that will apply pressure to the tank jumping in. So monkey jumps. We Bob here as he jumps. It'll cut off his team and it'll cut off support. So all of our ultimates are like very to fuck up their engage. That's how I'm gonna look at it. Sigma's, you know, pretty simple flux person that jumps in. Right. Yeah. Yeah, we're just making it's very difficult to apply pressure to them when we're all together.
It is a very bad sign if the enemy soldier can kite your entire team by standing behind the same sign. That
Yeah.
sign blocks 100% of your angles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and then just looking at our ults, right? We have Bob. Where's our Bob? Where's our Bob? Where's our Bob?
It was a mistake.
Where's
Right.
our bow?
We window, right? I think the window comes out pretty
I
quick.
waited so long on the bob, and then I bobbed after everyone died, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck, I fucked that one up, chief.
Didn't do like anything.
Yeah, we
It's
window as we come in, right? You know, it does apply pressure. It stops them from you know, continuing to push forward, right? But
It just bobbed really late there.
yeah. Again, it's looking at our ultimates as a way to like prevent their engage once they cross into open space that we can punish. Again, maybe our sojourn is here, and they pop railgun once they are like here mid jump, right? Or like, you know, as they walk out into the street, it'll, and you know, you see like 3 squishies you can just dome with your ult. That's great, right? Or after they jump in, we pop it. Does everyone look at it? Yeah. That's the main thing. I don't. Let's see if it like changes in this in the second point.
We got steam. Well, not steamrolled. Snowballed.
Okay. Well, we're all alive.
We lost a fight, and then yeah.
We have 2 ults. Let's see. Yeah. So go back. Right. So Eminem, we just gotta be careful. What are we thinking here? Let's go back.
I was just trying to get back to the team because I fell.
Okay. Yeah, so this is unfortunate because like if we want the enemy team to jump anyone, it's you, and we're out of this fight like entirely, right? So they're just able to freely jump in here, right? It's a key piece. Yeah. And then trancing to save yourself is perfectly fine, right? The enemy team commits cooldowns into it. It's like EMPing defensively, right? Like they committed all their cooldowns, we fuck them up, they can't escape, right? We trance, now they're all in you, and we have the increased healing, and they just kind of die. We trade, we get Lucio. He's primaling. Yeah, it's like a specific case, but here we need to be like supporting our team. Like this is essentially like they're diving our bat, right? We can shield off the rest of the team, but none of them are really helping, so we can just all focus fire this monkey. It's the same thing as if like we're playing here, a monkey alone jumped high ground, and the rest of the team is like under doing nothing, and we're trying to shoot the people under the cart. Does that make sense? Right. Same kind of example here. Yeah. Bye bye, person. And we can look at Ilias for a little bit too. And you gotta go soon. Any other questions with Route 66?
So if I'm just trying to decode what you said, I should just generally be trying to be in get in a good position. So if they walk in, I'm just immediately looking at them.
Yeah, right. Like the soldier,
So that you can kill them.
you want to be in the most aggressive angle you can because you have the most mobility, right? If your other DPS was a tracer, then you're kind of closer to your team, and your tracer is the one taking that really aggressive angle, right? So instead of being so far away, maybe you're just like further back or not just. I can go back to the map actually. Easy. Yeah, so like if your team's up here, we have a tracer holding up here, then you can't be here, that's still fine, right? Or maybe mid-fight we'll just drop down this way or something if you want. Or just you can chill with your team and look for like a mid-fight slide or something. But if your other DPS is like a Cass or a Widow, then we definitely want to be looking for these aggressive angles. Especially mid-fight. We don't have to start there, but we need to be there once the enemy team commits. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
And what do we want to do here? You said you guys are playing Pharah?
So we decided in our Thursday scrim to swap our comp.
Okay. So is this what we're playing?
Yeah.
Okay.
We called that we wanted to play this like a counter dive, so to bait our brig, and then dive them when they get on us.
Okay. That's fine. It's just like we can never. It's really hard for us to go aggressive because of the brig.
Yeah.
Because like we all have mobility. We dive this high ground. Brig just kind of sits in the back. Right.
Yeah. What do you? What's your opinion on the like owl meta in the current iteration with the new patch?
It's fine. I think it's fine.
Like
yeah.
it's still
like again.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. Until contenders, right? So that's like my 2 cents on it, right?
Yeah.
Like you guys can probably play Rheinkampf for a lot of the maps, right? Until people start playing like just stuff, much more difficult stuff to play into, right?
Yeah.
Then it'll matter, right?
Quoting you as saying I could play soldier as long as I'm decent.
No.
No.
I mean,
Character
I'm
sucks.
not much want to talk. My most
You're
played.
banned from soldier.
Damn.
It's just worse
And we
soldier.
get it.
Last
We
season
get it.
was
You're a
soldier.
man.
I
But I
can't.
feel like you might be a little better than Pat. I'm just
Yeah.
hypothesizing right here.
So right
Well,
now,
yeah, you guys don't need a GM player though.
right now,
You only
we
need
should
me.
we should be looking to take angles on them, right? Because even if we're baiting our brig, we still need like Echo right
Set
away.
up.
We can take this high ground, right? They don't have any hit scan. What are they gonna do to you, right? And then now, or you can just take their high ground if you really wanted to,
Mine
Right.
now.
right? And now you're here, so now if they jump the brig, you're shooting them from behind. Same thing with Tracer, right? We maybe take this side of the statue, pew 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 pew. Now we reposition here, pew 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 pew. And if if they pressure our brig, if that's what we want to do, right? Then we can commit. We should be looking to surround them.
Where should I be playing as Diva? Just controlling the space here?
You can be controlling space. You can also boost it to their high ground if your team no one
Yeah.
takes it, right? Your team shouldn't we shouldn't die instantly because everyone has mobility, right? If you
Yep.
get hog choked, it's kind of like if you have cooldowns, it's kind of on you, right? For everyone, right? Even Brig, they have a shield and a bash, right? So right now, the only thing we're thinking about is setting up. Where's Echo? Oh, yeah. So again, we want to be taking
4
space,
players.
surrounding them, right? And we're just kind of stacked. So if this hog pushes in, this is like perfect for him. Everyone's in front of him. His breather isn't getting forced. Suzu isn't getting forced before they go in. But if we're Echo, we're shooting from here. Or maybe Trace here pressuring Kiriko right now, right? That would be fine. Yeah. a simple way to like determine that, right? Because it's easy to say that now and look at that now, but how can you like do that mid game? Is do we have more mobility, aggressive mobility, right? Than not like Reaper Wraith, right? That's or like Reaper's like for aggressive mobility, right? Compared to Echo or Tracer, right? So we have more mobility than them, so we want to be taking these aggressive angles surrounding them, right? We saw that on Midtown where the enemy team had like Tracer, Soldier, and Hog, right? They're going to be surrounding you, right? The other enemy team, the red team, they want to be more clumped, right? Even though they have mobility, right? If both teams don't have mobility, then it comes down to range, right? The team that has range is going to surround you, right? So looking at Midtown, when you guys are playing Ryan, the enemy team had the Orisa, like Hanzo, Sojourn, right? They want to be the ones taking angles on you, right? Because they have the range to capitalize on it, right?
Yeah.
So that's a good way to look at it mid game, right? So we take these angles, like, isn't this like what we want to say? They jump on Brig. Where are we? Right? So if we are going to bait the Brig, which is fine, right? That's what we want to do, right? If that's what we want to do. But that's our trigger, right? Our trigger is either we have a kill box and they go into it, or they're, pushing our Brig.
Brigger.
Right? Or we're just way too late.
I think this just wasn't seen soon enough that they were already pushing our brig
Yeah.
for some reason. It wasn't called either.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it being called helps, but it's also like what we should be thinking about individually, right? Like it's like we shouldn't have to calm that we're going to Maywall when they walk through our choke. That's just that's just what's gonna happen, right? We're all waiting for that, right? We're waiting for the enemy team to like go to point or go to break or like cross this open space. This is really good for us, right? And yeah, calming helps out a lot, right? Yeah. We're on Ana now, so it's less about still bait our Ana, quote unquote, but it's really just taking angles to apply pressure by minimizing their cover, and then once we force these cooldowns, then we chase and kill. So right, passively due to our angles, like our Echo up here, Echo and Kiriko should be able to freely take this high ground. By the way. Send them both this way. Echo flies up. Kiriko TPs, and you're kind of here for free. And maybe Diva wants to come up here or help to clear this high ground. But we surround them. We apply pressure, right? So maybe because we're poking them from this position, the Kiriko has to TP or use the Wraith, or maybe we force Reaper Wraith, or force Breather on Hog. Then we dive and kill something, right? Mm-hmm. The rotations we take and the positions we take are just a way to achieve that goal, right? It's unfortunate.
Well,
Wanna
Oh,
talk about
you
it,
didn't
Chris?
see that. You didn't see that.
Alright.
You got hogged.
Yeah. So again, like our Kiriko's dead. We're probably not going to engage for a while. We can use this time to path and get behind them. And now we're set up here, right? So we can pressure point, and then that'll force them to come out. It forced them to be in open space, so then we can apply pressure to their Reaper, Kiriko, to their team to force cooldowns and kill them. We can straight up just kill Lucio if he's in open space. And doesn't we should already said be over here. The Ana and Diva are kind of
picking up a Crispy who was.
yeah. So we pick up.
Our Ana's gonna be there for our Kiriko.
Yeah.
Our Ana's probably not gonna be too far in, so she can.
Yeah.
It's not like Mercy. Mercy
Yeah.
needs a little more.
Yeah, so and then here, Crispy, we can TP to our Echo, right? So they can't,
Okay.
right? Because we're also part of that. Like, we want an aggressive angle to get, we have an Ana, we have a lot of healing, right? So we're not going to be healing the entire game.
Right.
Right? So it's like replaying this fight, right? Our Echo flies, our Echo's here, now we're standing here. Right? Now we're able to, if we hit one headshot on their Kiriko or their Reaper, we force their defensive ability, and then we can straight up kill them after they use that ability, right? And that's how you can really carry on Kiriko, right? Yeah. just want to check the next one. If anything changes too much. Yeah. It's kind of the same. Okay. Yeah, even with the Pharah and the Sojourn, it's the same idea, right? They're playing Hog, they're playing Reaper. We still have more aggressive mobility than them, looking to surround them and apply pressure. Kind of similar to the Sigma comp, except we have more mobility to achieve that goal. And we're not just like poking forever, we're poking and then like diving, right?
Pharah takes the best off angle, the sky.
Yeah, exactly, right? From the sky, like, you know, someone standing here doesn't have cover because they get shot at. Yeah. And do we end up winning it, or? Oh. Yeah. We can come back
We
to the
win
first
that
one.
round.
We win
Not
well, and then we lose the last one.
Okay.
Or we lose.
Let's
We
still
lose the
have-
first one,
we
we
come
win
back
the
to it.
second.
We'll look at the fight after we do. Yeah, we come back. Right. So again, I want to see our DPS. Take aggressive angles. Tracer can also, you know, get up here too. Right.
Breaker.
Yeah. So what are we waiting for right now?
Be set up.
Yeah. Astro, we drop. What is going on? I'm seeing this on his life flash before their eyes.
Yeah, he said he wanted to
Oh,
drop
yeah.
and get an anti.
He went in!
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. He said he wanted to sleep and anti the hog.
Dude went dive on a.
It's called aggro on
And
a.
all we knew, all
Well,
we
couldn't
need
we
is
just
strategy.
throw
all
a
we
nade
need is
right
nano
here?
echo and throw the nade.
We could throw. There's no. The only person that has to worry about where they are is the Ana. So we should stay here. But even before the fight, right? Again, to reiterate, like, does it in Crispy? We need to be here or need to be here, right? Looking at what parts of the map are free that we can take angles from, right? That aren't in like where the people that can't get there, right? So like our Ana can't get here, our Ana can't get here, right? So our Ana's gonna be here, our Diva's gonna be close to near them, right? Okay, well what else is that? Far left isn't really that useful for Echo. Far right and behind them are far more useful, right? As a general rule. Far left, far right, or behind them.
Tracer can go like pressure point here, right?
Yes,
Force
yeah.
them.
So our
force them to
Echo
rotate.
Echo can come here, apply pressure. So if our Echo, like you can fly over and land, right? There's a few different ways to get here, right? If we're standing here and here, do they have cover in this open space?
No.
Not really, right? Our Tracer can also go point. Yeah, that'll if they're bunkering in here, right? Then yes, our Tracer would need to go point to force them out. But they're not even like in a spot that can minimize cover, right? Similar to like the Rhine comp on first point, when you guys were defending first point, right? How they just kind of surrounded you, right? That's what we want to be doing. Yeah. And we can also, you know, have Tracer or Echo or whoever pressure point, yeah. But that never really happens, and then our Ana just kind of,
Well, yeah, they
It's-
press Rush Blossom.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so replay this fight, right? Imagine somewhere over here, they're taking damage. We force Reaper Wraith, we force Kiriko, or force Hog Heal like passively, just from our positioning, right? We automatically have a passive advantage, right? Then we commit with either Nano or Kiriko, right? And then our Diva will boost her in, or our Tracer will get nanoed, or our Echo will get nanoed, and then just melt, right? But that we never really set up for that. Yeah. That's I gotta go. But is there any other questions or anything? Or any other fights you want me to, I could look at like another fight or two?
I had a question. I'm gonna phrase it though.
Yeah, what's up?
I think further on this map, right?
I mean,
Oh
like,
wait, no, it's stand. Never mind.
yeah.
Should I be using my flight on Echo during engages, or just purely as like an escape tool, or to just get to different or to rotate to?
Well,
different
it really
places?
depends where like the enemy, like if let's say the enemy team, we have point control and they all walk and they're on this high ground, right? You might set up and be right here in this corner, Then you'll use flight to engage the enemy team. We'll fly up here and sticky them, right? Or maybe we'll be over here. We'll fly over the rooftops and sticky them if they don't have a hit scan or something, right? So it depends if we're like, if we want to dive them, right, and go in, then yeah, we need to use our flight to engage. If we're just gonna poke them, we use our, you know, our flight to get to this position, and then if we can glide down and use it to fly back up. So it really depends on what we're trying to do. If they have more mobility than you, right, like if they're playing Tracer Genji or Tracer Samba, we're gonna lean a lot more towards using it as an escape, right? Using it, maybe our first fly will get us somewhere safe and they can't really hit us, but then once we go in and commit, our second fly or third fly really want to save us, right? Or we're flying to a spot that we can't get dove. Like if they're on Genji Tracer, we shoot, fly up to here. They can't really get to us. Then we glide down, shoot, fly back up to here. They can't really get to us, right? And flying to safe space. But if they're on, like Reaper May, then we're just flying. We don't have to use it to live. We're flying to get the most aggressive angle possible, get above them, shoot, right? And of course, if we could land on high grounds on any map, that's always better for Echo. Yeah. Any other questions? Pyro, you done lurking?
No.
Oh. Okay. Any questions, Pyro, from the lurkers?
Vraiment?
No. Okay. Well, I'll send the YouTube link in one of the chats. And if you have any other questions, you can DM me later on or something. Okay.
Well, thank you.
I want to say thank you.